Hey everybody, Eric here from Bloke Games. Coming at you today, I wanted to do a little video to talk about the 2017 Ennies. For those of you who are not familiar with what the Ennies are the Oscars or the Grammys of the tabletop industry. They're kind of the high bar that's set, that's done every year right around the time of Gen Con. Um, Rewarding those who have made great tabletop RPGs and stuff like that. I just wanted to go over a few things. First off, before I get started though, I wanted to hear everybody's thoughts on the Ennies. If you familiar with it, if like buying a game, if that's like if you look to see if it's an Ennie winning or Ennie nominated product, if that matters to you, um, things like that. Just kind of your feedback on how much value do you place in the Ennies themselves. I think personally, I think it's a very neat thing. Anytime that anybody is able to get recognized, um, I think it's very cool. Some of the categories that they got going on, they got like for best adventure. That's one of the categories. Um, and as far as I'm only going to speak about today the ones that I'm familiar with, just to keep it down on time. But the what they have is they have Dragon's Horde by Green Ronin, Doors to Darkness by Chaosium, the Edom Files by Pellegrin Press, The Things That We Left Behind by Stygian Fox Publishing, and Blood in the Chocolate by Lamentations of the Flame Princess. I have actually not played any of those adventures. Now, I have read through Blood in the Chocolate. I haven't played it, haven't ran it though, but it's a very, very cool product. um, let's see. Best cover art. I think that's a kind of a cool category. That's one of the big things that always sells games for me is the cover art. When I was younger, if the game had good cover art, that was my deciding factor. But they got the Rifts, Savage Foes of North America cover, which I love. I mean that artwork is phenomenal, and they also have the Blue Rose, the Age of RPG of Romantic Fantasy by Green Ronin. Another one that's a very nice cover. A lot of people love the Blue Rose setting and system, and so surprisingly though, they did not have Tales from the Loop. I thought for sure that would be on there because I thought that cover was phenomenal. They do have Tales from the Loop on the best interior art, but not on the best or the cover art. So for the best interior art, yeah, Tales from Loop takes it for me. It hands down. The game system itself is okay, but the art that it's based off of is by far got the best art I've ever seen in any role playing game book. Just absolutely, absolutely amazing. There's also the Baby Bestiary Handbook Volume 2. If you're not familiar with the Baby Bestiary, it's very cool. It's the hatchlings of dragons, or it's the child versions of the youngling versions of monsters. Very very fun product. Not something that necessarily would use, but it's kind of a funny book to have up on the shelves and to look at. Um, so that's something to look into. Best electronic book. Now for the PDF people, this is a big one, and there was one that I really wanted to highlight here. Well, there's two: the Cthulhu Hack, the Haunter of the Dark. Is very cool. But the one that I really wanted to highlight was Hubris: A World of Visceral Adventure by DYI Productions. It's a supplement for DCC RPG. It's like a whole campaign setting, and it's really way more than that. Though that book has amazing stuff for just anybody who's running fantasy, and then the way that they laid out the electronic book. I backed the Kickstarter, so I was able to get the electronic book, and the way they laid it out, everything's linked. You can go, if it says check page, blah, 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 it's right there. You can click on it. They did an amazing job with putting that together. Um, Best free product, the 7th Sea Basics Rules by John Wick, which I have not looked at, but I just keep hearing amazing things about the 7th Sea set, and also the City of Mist. Very cool. Now here's the big one, best game, and they nominated Tales from the Loop, role playing in the 1980s it never was, 7th Sea, the core rulebook, Time Watch, Bubble Gumshoe, and Sins of the Father. I really am interested in getting Bubble Gumshoe. I wish I'd picked it up at Origins. I probably will order it soon. It's by Evil Hat Productions. It uses the Gumshoe system, but it's like a slimmed down, I guess, an easier to approach system, but it's role playing a mystery setting. So, like if you're looking to do Scooby Doo or something like that, that's a great game to do, that with. Best podcasts. Spellburn got nominated, which is a DCC podcast that I love. And you definitely need to check that out. There's also on there the RPG Academy, which is a good podcast. If you don't listen to those, I recommend both of those. Best production value. Let's see here. We'll just skip on down. RPG. Best rules. The Rifts Game Master book, the 7th Sea Core Rulebook. The Adventures in Middle Earth Guide by Cubicle 7 was able to get nominated. Veins of the Earth, which is it's Lamentations of the Flame Princess setting there, that has the art by Scrap Princess, and I cannot think of the guy who wrote it. Oh man, it's going to kill me, because he does a great job of all the stuff that he's wrote. They also did The Fire on the Horizon, I believe is the name of the book, which was like a bestiary. And then Bubble Gumshoe also got nominated for best rules. So the best writing, Tales from the Loop was in there. Veins of the Earth is in there. The One Ring, the Horse Lords of Rohan, which I believe was partially written by James M. Spawn of Barrel Rider Games. I may be misquoting. You can tell me in the comments below if I'm wrong about that, but I do believe that he was writing on that one. Product of the year. Here's the be all end all. I'll go ahead and give you all the nominees. Tales from the Loop, Veins of the Earth, Bubble Gumshoe, Polaris RPG Core Books 1 and 2, the Deluxe Edition, 7th Sea Core Rulebook, Rifts Game Master's Handbook, Doors to the Darkness, Torment, The Tides of Numenera, The Explorer's Guide, Time Watch, and Atlas of Prime Earth. So that's all the ones that were listed for Product of the Year. So a lot of cool stuff out there. You can actually vote if you go to Ennieawards.com, which is ENNIE dash or hyphen awards.com. You can actually vote. The voting is live now through the 21st of July, so you got a few, 4 days left. So you can go in there and vote if there's any ones that you feel like that they should win, or that you're interested in. That's something that you can give that information, put your 2 cents in. But it's very cool stuff. They do I think they do a good job of not just giving it to the biggest companies all the time, as far as which things get nominated and stuff like that. So check them out. It's the Ennies. Again, let me know what you think about them. If this goes into anything that you've thought of before, or if this is something that that weighs in on the thing. If you're looking at a game and go, oh, this was Emmy nominated, I might want to really check this one out. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Great gaming.